First world problems, ladies and gentlemen. That's what this video is about. It is about Father's Day and single fathers and Japanese attitudes towards parenting and such. According to my limited experience. So take it for what it's worth, a grain of salt. And this is also a driving vlog, a laundry vlog. So I'm just going to be talking as I drive around. I do not have my microphone today, so excuse me if the sound is not great, but I think it's pretty good. Anyway, so it's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Now let's get on with it. Let's get on with the road. Back on the road. Okay. Hi guys, it's Father's Day in 2015, and I woke up this morning to a Facebook post that I'd like to respond to or comment on. But before that, I want to tell you a little bit about my limited experiences here in Japan with single fathers and single mothers and such. I don't think I've ever met a single father, though I do know they exist. I know that the attitudes towards divorce in Japan are quite different. Of course, in America, and maybe your country as well, wherever you are, let me know what the general attitude is in your country. In other countries, it is expected that the parents, share in the parenting of the child, even if you're divorced, which means getting together on the weekends or sharing the child. On the week, the father gets the kid on the weekends or the summers, whatever. And of course, there is the idea that you have to pay alimony, not alimony, or what's it called? Childcare and all that. What's it called? Anyway, monthly. You have to give your ex-wife or your ex-husband monthly payments to help raise the child. So that's pretty much expected. And in Japan, it's a little bit different. When people get divorced, there's often a flat out settlement, and it's done. There's not that idea so much of alimony. It does exist, but it's not as common, from what I understand. Of course, I have not been divorced in Japan, so I'm not really sure about that. And the general attitude towards raising the child once parents are divorced is that one parent gets them and the other parent rarely, if ever, sees them. That's been the general attitude from what I hear. And you might think that's very cruel. And I guess I suppose I would agree with you that it's not the way I would go, but the general attitude in Japan is that it's better for the child because the child needs stability, and as I heard one Japanese person say it, he's not a pet. He's not a pet that you can just drive back and forth from house to house every weekend. He needs stability, and he needs his home life, and we don't do that in Japan. So that's the general attitude. I suppose it does let everyone go on with their life in an easier way if you have less people involved. People take up a lot of time. I like this motorcycle. Let me just pause for a second. I'll show you this motorcycle. Anyway, so that's a general attitude. Generally speaking, I've known quite a few young people who have stated, when I asked them about their fathers, as you know, I own my own school, and I don't really teach kids very much, but I am invited on occasion to lecture or give a one-off class at a high school. And in cases like that, it's very rare, but when I do that, one of the things I'll do is ask them a bunch of general questions that they have to ask and improve their English. One of those questions is, what is your father's name, or what does your father do? And these are 17, 18-year-old girls, and often, almost never, I've never seen it said with a sad face. They often tell me, I have no father. Now, I guess I've been, I was a little bit lax, or maybe I just didn't feel comfortable in asking them what exactly that meant. What do you mean you don't have a father? He's dead? Usually if someone dies, you say, oh, my father died, right? But I don't have a father, to me, implies that they're probably divorced and they have no contact with him anymore. Which I know is the case in certain cases. I've known certain single mothers who had children who had no contact with the ex-father anymore at all, and wanted no contact with him at all, and didn't receive anything from him at all, right? And I've known women who, actually one of my students, she's a beautiful young woman. She's like 25 years old. I taught her for 10 years. Her parents got divorced, and she has no contact with her father at all. It just makes life easier, I guess. Anyway, that's the general attitude in Japan. And the word shinguru faza does not really exist in Japan. We say shinguru maza, and we say dokushin no chichi oya, for father. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Now, the reason I'm talking about this today is because I saw a post on Facebook, but it was posted by another YouTuber. Really nice guy, great guy. Really like this guy. Very smart guy, very sensible guy. But in this case, he seemed angry about this. He said it was an insulting advertisement, and it's a toilet paper advertisement. It's a toilet paper advertisement interviewing a bunch of people sitting on the couch, like Sally Met Harry style, interviews, sitting on the couch. And a lot of these people, of course, all of these people are telling their sad stories about being brought up by a single mother. And the gist of the commercial is, "Happy Father's Day, Mom, because you brought me up alone." Okay. And a lot of people apparently are upset about this commercial. Oh yeah, and I'm sorry. Most importantly, the message is, be soft like a mother, but be strong too. Which is, what toilet paper should be, and I completely agree. I really got to tell you, toilet paper should be both strong and soft. So many times, toilet paper is just disintegrated, and times when you really wanted it to hold on, and things get messy sometimes. But seriously, yeah, I think having good toilet paper is very important. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm going to take a pause real quick to show you out the window. Oh, just a minute here. Luckily, no one's coming here. I'm gonna have to flip the camera over. See you guys? Through! They're rolling through over there on the river. Let me see here. We're at a crosswalk. I hate this road. It's on the river, but it's apparently the fastest way to work according to my GPS system here. I'm gonna get stuck behind another car. It's like a single, solitary. Look at that. See? Single solitary road. Well, of course it's a two-way road, which makes it kind of worse because I'm nervous the whole time. Another car's going to come right at me and squash me. But there they are, the rowers. You see the guys rowing there? The crew, members of the crew. I'd like to do that. That sounds like it'd be fun. Sweat a little bit, do a lot of exercise. All right, let's get back to the conversation. Put the window up. I'm sure your ears are probably damaged now. Hold on, okay, let's get back to this. Yes, the single scary road. Toilet paper should be soft, it should be strong. I think we all agree. And the interesting thing about this commercial is how angry people are. They're insulting. They're saying that this commercial is taking away the one day we give to our fathers every year. And I'm like, seriously, dude? Seriously? You're upset because of a toilet paper commercial? And first of all, let's not even mention the fact that these are paid actors, most likely. And even if their stories are legit, like even if all of these actors actually grew up with single mothers, I'm sure they were compensated financially to shed those tears on camera, which makes me doubt the sincerity of the whole thing. They're all beautiful young people, different ethnic backgrounds and sexes, black, white, male, female. It's just one of those. Oh God, it's a tearjerker of a commercial, and it's good. I mean, I gotta admit, it got me going a bit. See, now we have a single road here. I don't like this. Can't pass anybody, but that's fine. Okay, enough complaining. Yeah. So I mean, let's put aside the ethics of the fact that it's a commercial. And talk about why you're pissed off. You're pissed off because you're being told by a toilet paper commercial that you should say thank you to your single mother for raising you. And give me a break. First of all, the whole Father's Day idea is a manufactured holiday. And if it's, I don't actually know that for sure, but even if it isn't, I'm pretty sure it is, but even if it isn't, it is completely exploited by retail America to get you to go to the store and buy your dad some gift, right? Which is ridiculous. I mean, the fact of the matter is we will never be able to pay back our parents for what they've done for us. Even if you had shitty parents, even your parents were horrible, the fact of the matter is they brought you into this world. And for that's the gift of life, and you cannot pay that back. Even if you had a father who knocked your mom up and then left you, and maybe you didn't even know who he was, But you can't, you know, you can't pay that back. I mean, he's in the black forever to you, you know. A lot of people, my father didn't do anything for me. Yeah, a lot of fathers didn't do anything for them. My father's father was, I don't want to get into that too much, was not a great father. But my father was a great father, luckily. And he gave me not only life, but he put food on the table, taught me respect, taught me not to be such a wuss. You know, all children are wusses, selfish little pricks. But yeah, he helped me quite a bit. Anyway, I had a great father, had a great mother too. So I was very, very lucky. And let's forget about fathers for a minute. But what about mothers? Oh my God, the mother and anyone, whoever the hell raised you, be it your mother and father, you know, there's no way you can ever pay them back. So the truth of the matter is, you should be thankful every day that someone raised you, and then you are alive today thanks to somebody, because you sure as hell didn't do it on your own. Because believe me, I got a kid now. That kid can't do anything. It's completely worthless. Can't even drink whiskey. Just completely waste with just a big meat sack. You know, it's cute as hell. I mean, he's cute. But yeah, without us, he would have. You know, he would have been fodder for the wolves. Is that what we said? He would have, you know, he would have been gone. There's no way a baby can survive on its own. So somebody raised the baby, and you should be thankful for that. That's basically all I want to say regarding that. I just think it's silly. These are what I call first, and other people call them. These are first world problems. You know, they're just silly. You're getting upset because of a commercial told you to be nice to honor your single mother, and it's kind of, you know, pushing aside your father. But that commercial's only talking to those people anyway. So why is it, you know, if you don't have a single mother, what are you fucking pissed off about? That's what I don't get. I mean, if you were raised by both parents, you shouldn't be angry at all. You should be like, okay, that's a good commercial. You know, it pulls at your heartstrings. It's very manipulative, if you think so, or it's very sincere. You know, whatever you think it is. But for people to start posting, you know, complaints on Facebook about it, first world problem, man. You're lucky you even have a computer to be complaining about shit like this. So many countries where people don't have fathers, or their fathers are way too busy trying to put food on the table to spend any time at all with their kids, or mothers. You know, the same thing. They being a mother and father, I know now, and mom and dad, if you're watching this, gee, I really had no idea how tough it was. The kid woke up like 3 times this week at 3 a.m. And Yoko, you know, my wife, she's like, oh, she barely gets any sleep, and you know, I understand it's rough for both fathers and mothers. I've got to work extra hard to put food on the table now that she's, you know, we're down one income. You know, the worries of insurance and this and that, and save money up for the future education, all that crap. You know, those are worries that are on me. But at the same time, my wife is stuck with the kid all day. Blah 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 blah. Oh, and I will do this. I will add a link at the bottom. It's an extremely funny link of 2 fathers talking, and they're basically in hell. They're like, oh, fatherhood sucks, and they're talking about how their lives have been ruined by their shitty little kids. And they're 2 guys sitting at a park, right, watching their kids play. And it's hilarious. It is not safe for work. It's a horrible video, but it's so funny. I'll put that in the description, link that to you. Watch that, go have a laugh, enjoy your day, enjoy your Father's Day, whether or not you have a father or have any good relations with him. But honestly, we should, if you have someone to be thankful for, I'm sure we all have someone to be thankful for, be it your father, your mother, or your aunt or uncle, whoever the hell raised you. You should be thanking them not just on Father's Day, but all the time. So that's what I think. Thanks for watching, and good luck. Talk to you guys soon.